Beijing. In the latest developments in the South China Sea in recent days, China has accused the United States of having ulterior motives in sending two attacking aircraft carriers to the disputed South China Sea. According to Chinese state media, Beijing said it was ready to face the challenges posed by Washington. Launching the South China Morning Post, Wang Yunfei, a retired naval officer of the People's Liberation Army, PLA, said China was ready to fight the threat posed by the U.S. China has several times experienced the threat posed by the U.S. at sea with the deployment of several aircraft carriers, Wang said in an article on the Phoenix television website, a television network partly owned by the state, which was also quoted by the South China Morning Post. China's determination to maintain territorial integrity, sovereignty and maritime interests will not be shaken after the latest threat posed by the U.S. The Chinese military is ready and will deal with threats easily, he added. Chinese tabloid Global Times also quoted military analysts as saying that Beijing has full control over the situation. China has a wide choice of anti-aircraft carriers such as DF-21D missiles and the F-26 aircraft carrier killers, the newspaper said, citing analysts. The South China Sea is completely within the reach of the PLA. Any U.S. aircraft carrier movement in the region is PLA's pleasure. To ship missiles and anti-ship missiles for the past year in the central region of the South China Sea to prepare for attacks on aircraft carriers from foreign countries. Still launching the South China Morning Post, the U.S. has sent two aircraft carriers, USS Ronald Reagan and USS Nimitz, to disputed waters for military training starting on Saturday. This was in conjunction with similar exercises conducted by China. This exercise is one of the largest exercises of the U.S. Navy in recent years. On the other hand, it is very rare that major U.S. and Chinese military exercises are carried out at the same time. They, China, have seen us, the U.S., and we have seen them, said Rear Admiral James Kirk of Nimitz as reported by the South China Morning Post. We have hope that we will always have professional and safe interactions. We operate in very dense waters, lots of sea traffic of all kinds, he added. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesman Zhao Lijian on Monday said the situation in the South China Sea was stable. But he claims that the U.S. aims to cause problems between Beijing and Southeast Asian countries. The U.S. deliberately sent military deployments for large-scale training in the South China Sea and to show off its muscles, Zhao said. They have ulterior motives. The United States created divisions among the countries in the region and made militarization of the South China Sea. The U.S. Navy has also brought aircraft carriers to show strength in the South China Sea in the past. But this year's training took place amid increasing tension with China. U.S. analyst Carl Schuster, former director of operations at the U.S. Pacific Command Combined Intelligence Center, said the U.S. two-aircraft carrier exercise demonstrates a strength that, at least for now, is owned only by the U.S. Navy. Launch CNN. China only has one aircraft carrier that is fully operational with the second approaching that status. But both do not have the size and ability to transport as many aircraft as two U.S. Navy aircraft carriers. And the two aircraft carriers have just finished operating with the third, USS Theodore Roosevelt, near the Philippine Sea. The different scale of combat power shown between the People's Liberation Army Navy training and the United States Navy will be seen. It sends both military and geopolitical signals to China and the region, Schuster said. U.S. Navy training shows who has greater potential strength. Schuster noted that operating two aircraft carriers in the South China Sea could be a more complex operation by having three ships in the Philippine Sea. The Philippine Sea is an open ocean, while the South China Sea is filled with competing claims of air and sea space, he told CNN. Adding to the complexity, the U.S. is adding to its firepower and current training with B-52 bombers flying in warplanes from aircraft carriers. The bomber flew 28 hours non-stop from his headquarters in Louisiana to participate in training, demonstrating the ability of the U.S. Air Force to move assets quickly to world hotspots. This kind of attack shows our ability to reach from home stations, fly anywhere in the world, and carry out the mission, quickly regenerate from advanced operations bases and resume operations, said Lieutenant Colonel Christopher Duff, commander of the 96th Bomb Squadron, said in a statement.